Now, this week, one of Britain's most senior family lawyers, Baroness Deach, has said that children should be forced to care for their elderly parents and grandparents. In a lecture at Gresham College, she suggested that it was only right that in exchange for the free childcare and support that they provide, parents and grandparents should expect to be financially cared for by their children, rather than the state always fitting the bill. So, do you agree that should be the case? Do you think it should be a duty?
Personally, I think it is a duty. You know, I'm always going to look after my mum because I feel, as her daughter, and I'm an only child, that it's my responsibility. She wouldn't force that on me. And I think in terms of it becoming us being forced to do the job, I don't quite know how you can really make that happen. But, you know, I mean, you know, you have to look after your husband, for better, for worse, in sickness and in health. And, you know, I think if it is a situation where people are living longer and so, therefore, there are more elderly people and the state can't do it. I don't know why, because these people have paid national insurance forever. But if they can't do it, then I think it's up to us to look after our own, yeah.
Do you think that should be a moral duty or a legal obligation?
On a personal note, I think morally, I think you should. I think you should. I mean, again, it depends on your circumstances. If you've had a tough life and you've had, you know, you have a bad relationship with a parent, then I don't think you can force that on somebody. But equally, you know, I think if there is something that happens within this country where people are forced to think about old people more, then I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I think, you know, I would hope we would all morally feel it's our duty to look after our own. I mean, we do, don't we? I don't think that's a question here. But I do think, let's not take it away from the state. We've all paid our dues all our lives for these pensions. You know, we've all paid our tax, our national insurance. You know, we mustn't take that away. We mustn't make it easy for the government to go, oh, well, that's all right then, you know. Because I just think that would be so wrong to have worked all our lives and not expect that pension. But morally, of course, we would all... I mean, you know, I did with my dad, I will always with my mother, and of course, but I don't think I think we should look at it that the state has a duty to pay out as well,
Do you not think that there should be some kind of balance, though? Because, you know, at the end of the day, there isn't an endless pot. So, yes, I absolutely hear what you're saying, that, you know, we're all paying our bit in, therefore you're entitled to get your bit out. But to be fair, the amount that you get out isn't really enough to keep you, most people, in the standard of living that they're accustomed to, so they need family help as well.
Well, what if you haven't got any family?
Precisely.
What if you come from a blended family? What if you've stepchildren? What if you... Because the amount of people now who have got divorced and got other families and had children together with another family, it's very confusing who is actually going to be the one to look after the elder.
What if you haven't got any children at all?
Exactly.
And you're on your own? You know,
it's a minefield. I don't know how this is going to happen.
I think it's a shame that we even have to have the debate in a way, because at the end of the day, I think, like you say, morally, it is everybody would want to do the right thing.
Also, just a little thing here. I know so many older people that wouldn't thank you for saying, come and live with me.
That is true.
They want their independence, and they deserve independence, which should be paid for by the government.
Absolutely right.
Because, once again, as Sherrie said, they've paid into it all their lives.
No, I agree, and it's the endless pot that Andrea referred to is filled up with so many other things. I'm not quite sure how they take priority over our elderly, who, like my nan, who's 95 and she's lived through 2 wars, and my mum looks after her. My mum is her daughter and she looks after my nan, and we've said to her, you know that you're entitled to certain benefits for doing this, don't you? And she said, it's my mum.
But
she just does
also
it.
as well, we're talking about looking after the elderly in a physical capacity. Surely you can look after them in a financial capacity so that they could maybe stay in their own homes, or put them in a, you know, a lovely home where they are looked after, but financially you're the one that pays for it. Do you see that as the same thing?
Some people aren't able to do that.
Well, and some people may put Auntie so-and-so or Granny so-and-so in the spare room and claim benefits and pretend that it's going to her, and it may not
also,
even get there,
as Jane said, there is a matter of pride here. You know, I have pride. I would never want my daughter to have to look after me. Absolutely not. I would totally refuse. And I think you're forgetting the pride of some people. They don't want to have somebody going, well, you can come and live with us, you know. Can you? I don't think so, because you're not going to be happy to. I wouldn't be happy doing that.
But Keely would be there completely for you.
I'm lucky to have somebody like Keely, but what I'm saying is a lot of people that don't have anybody like my daughter.
And Jane, as you have no children, you've been self-sufficient your whole life, would you then say that you have a pride in yourself that you're putting money aside to look after yourself?
Yes, I'm having to. because I haven't got any children. So I know that I have got to take care of myself. And this is a thing that, you know, we have to start thinking about now. But also getting back to the children, taking care of them. Some incomes are bigger than others. Some have got families, some haven't. So, I mean, where do you say, we're going to take money off you, money off you, money off you?
Listen,
who's going to make up...
We'll look after you, love.
No,
around with the old pie.
Jane and I have already booked our chairs.
Oh, we have, yes.
We've
It's
got
a beautiful
our chairs.
home.
We know where we're going.
It's got a bar and a restaurant.
That's why we're going.
Tomorrow.
OK. I'll bring the tartan rug.
Yeah.
OK, I think it's time to meet our first...